Hey everybody, this is Stitch1993 and welcome back to another VHS pile where I talk about media that is exclusive to the VHS, mainly VHSs I grew up with. And today we're looking at an interesting one. So we're looking at Golden Book Video Classics presents Little Golden Book Land Friends in the Great Harbor Rescue. Now, like usual, I'll go over the VHS tape itself and then we'll talk about a little bit behind the scenes, cast and crew of the media, and then I'll go into the actual plot of whatever's on the VHS. So we're going to start off, just in case anybody is unfamiliar with Little Golden Books. These started in 1942 and are still being published and sold today. You can find them at most bookstores or your local grocery store or Walmart. They're the little kids' books with the golden spine. And many of their characters from the original line were original stories. So you had like Toodles and Scuffy the Tugboat, Pokey Little Puppy, etc. But they would eventually just become like the go-to for licensed kids books. So anytime like a new movie or new show was coming out, 9 times out of 10, if there was a book related to it or coming out around the same time, it was going to be a Little Golden Books book. I still buy them to this day whenever there's a movie coming out, and they've kind of gotten a bit more into the nostalgia and adult area, as in they'll publish some books that are based on not so much more recent stuff as like, well, I'll give an example. Most recently we've gotten like books based on Dark Crystal and Star Trek, and we even got some for the Star Wars Visions just a couple years ago as well. So back in the 1980s, 1989 to be specifically, they released this television special and then also came out on VHS that appears to have been like a pilot, but they never made any other episodes. They just made this one. So the cover is of Toodle, Scuffy, Pokey Little Puppy, Tawny Scrawny Lion, and then you really barely see the shy little kitten, all riding, well, except for Scuffy. Scuffy's on the water, but the rest of them are all riding in the little cars attached to Toodle. And, you know, they're on the Great Harbor area going over a bridge. And, of course, just like the books, on the left-hand side of the VHS front cover, we've got that iconic golden spine. And then on the left and right sides, got the Little Golden Books Land logo, a Toodle there. We've got yellow, just plain yellow background, and in red print we've got the Great Harbor Rescue. And then at the bottom here we have a little cutout proof of purchase that also has the same Little Golden Book Land icon. On the back, it's got a screen, or it looks like a screen capture from the episode, but it actually isn't. It looks like this was like hand-drawn, or this might have been early artwork, because almost none of the characters match what they eventually look like in the actual VHS, which we'll get to in a bit. So, but again, they're all riding here. We do see that now Scuffy is also in one of the cars, and we do see Katie Caboose there in the back. So the text reads, a Golden Book Video Classic in the classic Golden Book semi-cursive style. Underneath the picture we've got, in regular print, we've got Little Golden Book Land Friends in the Great Harbor Rescue. A storm threatens the already damaged harbor breakwater, and Beamer, the lighthouse, fears for the safety of all who live in Little Golden Book Land. When Scuffy overhears Beamer sharing the bad news with the big ships anchored nearby, he promises to help, an idea the ships greet with guffaws. Undaunted, Scuffy recruits Toodle the Train, Pokey Little Puppy, and Shy Little Kitten to join him on his mission. Hilarious encounters with Saggy Baggy Elephant, Tawny Scrawny Lion, and Baby Brown Bear result in offers of help and a plan. The plan works out somewhat differently than intended, resulting in a wild ride with an unplanned landing, and it's rollicking good fun. Then we've got the running time, which is 23 minutes, including a Play School commercial. We'll get to that in a little bit. And then we've got the copyright information here at the bottom and the barcode. Now looking at the VHS itself, we've got the usual black tape. We've got the yellow sticker with the Golden Book Video Classic and the Great Harbor Rescue print. We also got the little logo of the Little Golden Book Land, the runtime information, and the copyright information, as well as the Golden Video and Golden Book logos. Now, going into the video itself, we start out with an opening song, again, as if it were a pilot for the show. All clips from the opening sequence are clips from this special. And then we see other boats are having a meeting. The lighthouse beamer advises that there's a hole in the wall, and with upcoming storms, if the waters get too high, it will flood Little Golden Book Land. All the other boats laugh when Scuffy says that he will help. Toodle, Shy Little Kitten, and Katie Caboose are waiting for Pokey Little Puppy when Scuffy tells them about the hole in the wall and how they need to figure out a way to help. Katie mentions rocks, which gives Scuffy the idea that they should go to the cave town to get a big rock. They take a shortcut through Jolly Jungle, but they have some difficulties getting through the tracks as they are covered in vines. This is the first of 2 songs sung in the special, Get Up and Go. Toodle is finally able to make it through the vines, and then they have some trouble when they come across a bunch of crocodiles over a bridge, and Scuffy and Pokey fall off and into the crocodile pit. Scuffy makes it out, however, and meets up with the saggy baggy elephant, and then the 2 of them find Pokey. In another part of the jungle, Katie, Toodle, and Shy Little Kitten come across the tawny scrawny lion. Tawny offers his help with their mission to Cave Town. We see that back at the harbor, the skies are getting darker, and the boats figure out that Scuffy really did go to find a way to save them. And then we get a commercial break.
Water Pets, each sold separately from place.
So, this is the only VHS I own as of right now that has a commercial break in the middle of it. And it is a commercial for a toy called Water Pets, using the song Lollipop, but changing the lyrics out for Water Pets. Apparently this was a thing they did in the 80s, back when VHSs, I guess, were first coming out. I haven't come across any other VHS that had a commercial in the middle, but apparently it was a thing. Let me know down in the comments if you ever owned or remember any other VHS having a commercial in the middle. It's your basic commercial. It's a nice little jingle, and we eventually get back to the story. When we return, Scuffy, Saggy, and Pokey make it to Cave Town while they sing about being friends in Friends to the End.
Friends to the end, friends from the start, friends forever, friends in our heart.
We see that Toodles and the others are also on their way to Cave Town and have to go through a tunnel but run into a bunch of bats. They back out of the cave and meet up with Scuffy, Saggy, and Pokey. Then they realize that the Shy Kitten got left in the cave, so they make it through the cave all the way this time, but there's still no sign of the Shy Kitten. Pokey finds paw prints of Shy Kitten as well as a bear and tracks them down where we meet up with Little Brown Bear. Scuffy tells Little Brown Bear of their search for a really big rock, and Little Brown Bear takes them to the biggest one he knows. They try to load the rock onto Toodles right as the storm is beginning, but it is too heavy and the rock ends up chasing them down the tracks instead. They end up loading the rock, but now Toodles isn't able to use his brakes. They make it back to Little Golden Book Land, and the other boats help with making sure Toodles and the others don't crash into the land. The rock flies out of Toodles and lands perfectly in the hole in the wall. Little Golden Book Land is saved, Scuffy thanks all his friends, a rainbow appears, and the friends make a toast. And that's the end of the video. It's really cute animation. I honestly am surprised this didn't get made into an entire series. I don't know what the behind the scenes are on that, if this was only meant to be a one-time thing, or if this really was supposed to be a pilot. Again, it's Little Golden Book Land, so they could have done, episodes upon episodes, or at least an entire collection of VHSs with the series, because the animations are cute, the characters are really adorable, and they're really known characters even for back then. I even grew up with them in the 90s, and I'm pretty sure probably most kids are probably aware of at least one of the main characters in the Little Golden Book Land series. Speaking of the characters, this actually does have a pretty good cast, starting with the director Al Ziegler. So he directed this, but he has been known mostly as a storyboard artist. He only has 4 projects where he was the director on, but they're pretty big projects. So this was his first one in 1989, but then in the 1990s he directed 6 episodes of Pinky the Brain, 7 episodes of Animaniacs, and 19 episodes of the Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries. As I said, he's mostly known as a storyboard artist, with his most recent project being from back in 2007 with Tak and the Power of Juju, but he helped on stuff such as The Lion King 1.5, As Told by Ginger, The Rugrats, House and Mouse, Clerks, the animated series, as well as many more. The writer's name is Phil Harnage. Is known mainly as a writer. His credits include such shows as The Land Before Time, Maya and Miguel, Crypto the Superdog, Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century, Captain Planet and the Planeteers, and The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. The cast, we've got, there's some notable ones, and there's some that are not notable. So overall, pretty cool cast, pretty cool video. I would definitely recommend checking it out. It is available as of the recording of this video, free to watch here on YouTube, but definitely if you have a VHS player, definitely seek out this VHS and let me know what your thoughts are. Did you grow up with this VHS, or is this your first time hearing about it? And what is your favorite Little Golden Book? It can either be an original Little Golden Book like the ones about Toodles and Scuffy, or it could be one based off of a show or a movie or something like that. But let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite book? Did you find the Water Pets commercial weird, interesting, or, forgettable? And did you have a water pet? Remember to like and subscribe for future VHS Pal videos, and definitely recommend other VHSs you think I should review in the future. Until next time, thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.